America's favorite family, a cultural phenomenon, The Simpsons. Just mentioning the name conjures up images of a yellow-hued family, their misadventures in Springfield, and a unique brand of humor. From its humble beginnings on The Tracy Ullman Show, The Simpsons became the longest-running American sitcom. Its catchphrases and characters are iconic, and its satire is a subject of academic study. The show reflects our lives, albeit in a warped and hilarious way. A curious phenomenon, The Simpsons' uncanny ability to predict future events. From political outcomes to technological advancements, the show has sparked debate and conspiracy theories. Stay tuned as we unravel the mystery behind The Simpsons' prophetic powers. Whispers of The Simpsons' prophetic abilities began as anecdotal amusement, shared amongst fans who noticed peculiar coincidences between events on the show and real-life occurrences. A joke about a future president, a technological gadget that seemed outlandish at the time, these seemingly throwaway gags would later be seen in a new light as the future unfolded. The internet, being the breeding ground for all things curious and conspiratorial, provided the perfect platform for these observations to flourish. Online forums buzzed with screenshots and video clips, meticulously documenting each instance where The Simpsons seemingly hit the bullseye of future predictions. The more these instances were shared and analyzed, the more the idea of The Simpsons as a modern-day Nostradamus began to take hold. What began as light-hearted speculation soon gained traction, evolving into a full-fledged cultural phenomenon. The Simpsons' predictions became a topic of discussion in mainstream media, with news outlets and talk shows dissecting the latest instance where the show seemingly saw the future. The line between entertainment and eerie premonition blurred, leaving audiences both amazed and bewildered. As the phenomenon grew, so did the body of evidence presented by its proponents. From the seemingly mundane to the downright unbelievable, The Simpsons' predictions spanned a spectrum of events, each adding fuel to the fire of speculation. But amidst the growing fascination, a crucial question remained unanswered. How could a cartoon, created for laughs and entertainment, seemingly tap into the pulse of the future with such uncanny accuracy? The human mind is hardwired to seek patterns, to find meaning in the seemingly random chaos of the universe. It's this inherent desire for order and predictability that fuels our fascination with prophecy, prediction, and anything that hints at a glimpse beyond the veil of the unknown. The Simpsons, with its alleged ability to foretell the future, taps into this primal fascination, offering a tantalizing possibility that perhaps, just perhaps, there's more to our world than meets the eye. But is there a rational explanation for these seemingly impossible predictions? Skeptics argue that it's all a matter of probability. With over 3 decades worth of episodes covering a vast array of topics, it stands to reason that some storylines would inevitably align with real-life events. After all, The Simpsons writers draw inspiration from the world around them, satirizing current events and extrapolating on existing trends. This argument, while logical, fails to satisfy those who see more than mere coincidence at play. The sheer specificity of some predictions, combined with the uncanny accuracy of timing, has led many to believe that a deeper force might be at work. Could The Simpsons writers be privy to inside information, or are they tapping into a collective unconscious, channeling insights from the ether? To unravel this enigma, we must delve into the heart of the matter, examining the evidence, analyzing the psychological and sociological factors at play, and seeking answers from experts and enthusiasts alike. The Simpsons has always been a show that pushes boundaries, satirizing everything from politics to pop culture. But amidst the wacky antics, the show started predicting the future. Viewers noticed uncanny resemblances between the show and real-life events. Some predictions were so specific it felt like the writers had a crystal ball. These predictions sparked passionate debates online and offline. Ranging from trivial to astonishing, the predictions captivated audiences. Perhaps the most startling of all the Simpsons predictions is Donald Trump's presidency. In a 2000 episode, Lisa Simpson becomes president. She mentions inheriting a budget crunch from Donald Trump. 16 years later, reality mirrored fiction, stunning viewers. The episode went viral, hailed as a chillingly accurate prediction. The Simpsons' predictions extend into technology with uncanny accuracy. In a 1995 episode, the show introduces a smartwatch-like device. Dolph uses a wristwatch to record a voice memo, a technology that became common with smartwatches. In a 1992 episode, Abe Simpson makes a video call from a payphone. This predicted the ubiquity of smartphones and video conferencing. The Simpsons writers tapped into emerging trends, creating a vision of the future. The future is not always as distant or unpredictable as it seems. The Simpsons' predictive abilities extend beyond politics and technology, encompassing a wide range of events from global pandemics to corporate mergers. In a 1993 episode titled Lisa's Sacks, a sick, bedridden Marge reads to Bart from a book titled Curious George and the Ebola Virus. Although intended as a throwaway gag, the episode's mention of the deadly Ebola virus seemed eerily prescient when, over 2 decades later, the world was gripped by a devastating Ebola outbreak in West Africa. Another seemingly prophetic episode aired in 1998, titled When You Dish Upon a Star. In this episode, a sign outside the 20th Century Fox studio lot reads 20th Century Fox, a division of Walt Disney Company. At the time, the idea of Disney acquiring its rival studio seemed like a far-fetched joke. However, in 2019, Disney's acquisition of 21st Century Fox became a reality, mirroring The Simpsons' prediction with uncanny accuracy. These predictions, while seemingly random and disconnected, add to the growing body of evidence suggesting that The Simpsons possesses an uncanny ability to foreshadow real-life events. Whether it's a global pandemic, a corporate merger, or a celebrity scandal, the show seems to have an uncanny knack for tapping into the zeitgeist and anticipating the twists and turns of fate. As with the other predictions, these instances raise more questions than answers. Are they merely coincidences, statistical anomalies in a show that has been on the air for over 3 decades and covered a vast array of topics, or is there something more at play? The human brain is wired to seek patterns. It's an evolutionary advantage, helping our ancestors connect the dots. This ability can lead us astray, perceiving connections where none exist. This phenomenon is known as apophenia. Our brains instinctively draw connections leading to perceived predictions. Apophenia, the tendency to perceive meaningful connections between unrelated things, is a powerful force in shaping our beliefs and interpretations. From conspiracy theories to religious experiences, our innate desire to find order in chaos can lead us down some fascinating and sometimes misleading paths. The Simpsons' predictions, viewed through the lens of apophenia, become less about actual precognition and more about our tendency to connect the dots, even when those dots are scattered across a vast canvas of coincidence. Consider the sheer volume of content The Simpsons has generated over its 3-decade run. With over 700 episodes and countless jokes, storylines, and throwaway gags, the show has effectively cast a wide net over the spectrum of human experience. It's statistically inevitable that some of these comedic musings would eventually intersect with real-life events purely by chance. Our apophenia-prone brains, however, are not satisfied with mere coincidence. We crave meaning, purpose, and a sense that there's more to the universe than meets the eye. So when we see a Simpsons episode predicting a future event, our instinct is to ascribe significance to that connection, to believe that it's more than just a random fluke. This is not to say that all the Simpsons predictions can be dismissed as pure apophenia. Some instances, particularly those involving highly specific details or uncanny timing, warrant further scrutiny. However, it's crucial to approach these claims with a healthy dose of skepticism, recognizing that our brains are wired to find patterns, even where none exist. Venturing beyond the realm of pure coincidence and cognitive bias, some propose a more intriguing explanation for the Simpsons' predictive prowess: the collective unconscious. This concept, popularized by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung, suggests the existence of a universal reservoir of shared experiences, archetypes, and instincts that transcends individual consciousness. Could it be that the Simpsons writers, whether consciously or unconsciously, tapped into this collective wellspring of human experience, channeling insights and premonitions that would later manifest in the real world? The idea, while speculative, is not entirely implausible. The Simpsons, at its core, is a show about the human condition. It satirizes our foibles, celebrates our triumphs, and explores the universal themes of family, love, loss, and the search for meaning in an often absurd world. Through its diverse cast of characters and relatable storylines, The Simpsons has managed to strike a chord with audiences worldwide, tapping into a shared sense of humanity that transcends cultural boundaries. If, as Jung believed, the collective unconscious contains archetypal patterns and universal truths, it's conceivable that the Simpsons writers, through their creative process, inadvertently accessed this reservoir of shared experience. Perhaps their comedic insights, often born from observation and social commentary, were imbued with an unconscious awareness of emerging trends, anxieties, and aspirations that would later shape the course of history. While the notion of The Simpsons tapping into the collective unconscious remains speculative, it offers a compelling framework for understanding the show's enduring appeal and its uncanny ability to reflect and perhaps even anticipate the human experience. The enduring fascination with The Simpsons' predictions speaks to a fundamental human desire, the need to believe in something bigger than ourselves. In a world of uncertainty, the idea that a cartoon show might hold the key to the future offers a comforting illusion of order. Our beliefs shape our perceptions, influence our actions, and contribute to the construction of our realities. The Simpsons' predictions provide a shared cultural narrative and a platform for speculation about time and fate. Seeking out these connections is a testament to the power of belief and its ability to shape our understanding of the world. The communal aspect, fueled by online discussions and memes, strengthens our beliefs. The more we engage with these ideas, the more real they become, reinforcing our conviction that The Simpsons is more than just a cartoon. The human need to find meaning and connect the dots enriches our experience of the world, even if that world includes a precognitive yellow family from Springfield. The persistent question surrounding The Simpsons' prophetic abilities hinges on a crucial element: intent. Did the show's creators intentionally embed predictions into their narratives, or are these moments merely happy accidents? Unraveling this mystery requires us to delve into the minds of The Simpsons writers. Some have acknowledged the uncanny accuracy of certain predictions, expressing amusement and bewilderment. Others attribute these instances to sharp wit, keen observation, and a knack for extrapolating trends. Could it be that the writers were subtly embedding clues into their narrative? While the true intentions remain a mystery, their insights offer valuable clues for understanding the phenomenon. The Simpsons' enduring success can be attributed to the brilliance of its writers. The show has attracted some of the sharpest comedic minds, blending satire, social commentary, and pop culture. This creative environment encouraged risk-taking and irreverence, creating a fertile breeding ground for the unexpected. The writers were an eclectic bunch, including mathematicians, physicists, and former political speechwriters. Their intellectual diversity and passion for pushing comedic boundaries resulted in a show that was both hilarious and insightful. Section 3: Jokes that foreshadow when satire intersects with reality. Satire reflects reality, often exaggerated. It highlights absurdities, poking fun at our foibles. The Simpsons, with its sharp wit, entertains and prompts reflection. In Back to the Future, Lisa becomes president after Trump. This satirical jab hit close to home. The episode sparked debate about the show's prescience. Section 4. The Law of Large Numbers, Probability, and the Simpsons' Prophecies. Amidst the speculation surrounding the Simpsons' predictive abilities, it's crucial to consider the law of large numbers. This law states that as the number of trials increases, results converge with expected probability. With over 3 decades of episodes, it's statistically probable some storylines align with real-life events. Think of the Simpsons episodes as a massive dartboard, with countless jokes and predictions. Over time, the likelihood of hitting a bullseye or aligning with real life increases. This reflects the statistical reality that with a large sample size, even improbable events become likely. Section 1. Experts weigh in. Academic perspectives on the Simpsons phenomenon. The Simpsons' predictive abilities spark curiosity and debate among academics. Experts from psychology, sociology, and media analysis offer insights on its impact. Dr. William Miller suggests it taps into the zeitgeist, reflecting societal anxieties. The Simpsons mirrors society, satirizing our foibles and fears. Some comedic issues later manifest in reality. Dr. Susan Blackmore attributes predictions to probability and cognitive biases. With over 700 episodes, some align with real-life events. Our brains find patterns even in random chance. We remember hits and forget misses, creating an illusion of accuracy. The debate on The Simpsons' predictive power continues. Section 2. Pop culture prognostication or pure chance, a sociologist's take. Dr. Sarah Jones views The Simpsons' prediction phenomenon through cultural resonance and collective anxieties. The Simpsons reflects our times, Dr. Jones explains. Writers tap into the American psyche, crafting resonant narratives. The show's knack for identifying trends foreshadows real-life events. The Trump episode speaks to broader cultural anxieties. Its accuracy adds to the show's mystique. The Simpsons' predictive successes are not entirely accidental. Writers are keen observers of human nature. Their satire hits close to home due to their deep understanding of the human condition. The Simpsons' predictions offer a glimpse into the interplay between popular culture and societal anxieties. Section 3. The Psychology of Simpsons Predictions. An interview with Dr. Jennifer Johnson. To gain further insight into the psychological underpinnings of the Simpsons prediction phenomenon, we spoke with Dr. Jennifer Johnson, a cognitive psychologist specializing in memory and pattern recognition. Dr. Johnson offers a compelling explanation for why we're so quick to ascribe predictive powers to a cartoon sitcom, even when those predictions might be the result of cognitive biases and statistical probabilities. Our brains are constantly seeking patterns, Dr. Johnson explains. It's an evolutionary advantage that helped our ancestors survive in a world fraught with danger. However, this same cognitive mechanism can sometimes lead us astray, causing us to perceive connections where none actually exist. This tendency, known as apophenia, plays a significant role in our fascination with The Simpsons predictions. When we see an event depicted on The Simpsons that later occurs in real life, our brains latch onto that connection, even if it's purely coincidental, Dr. Johnson continues. We tend to underestimate the sheer volume of content The Simpsons has produced over the years. With so many episodes, jokes, and storylines, it's statistically probable that some of them would align with real-life events. Dr. Johnson also highlights the role of confirmation bias, our tendency to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs while ignoring evidence to the contrary. Once we buy into the idea that The Simpsons can predict the future, we're more likely to notice and remember instances that support that belief, while dismissing or forgetting those that don't, she explains. Section 4. The medium and the message, a media analyst's perspective. Mark Thompson, a renowned media analyst, offers a unique perspective on the Simpsons prediction phenomenon, focusing on the show's role as a cultural barometer and its ability to tap into the collective unconscious. The Simpsons, despite being a cartoon, has its finger on the pulse of society, Thompson asserts. The writers are incredibly astute observers of human behavior, and they're able to translate their observations into humor that resonates with a global audience. Thompson believes that The Simpsons' predictive successes stem from a combination of sharp wit, keen observation, and a deep understanding of the human condition. The writers aren't necessarily trying to predict the future, he explains. They're simply trying to create funny and relatable stories. But in doing so, they often stumble upon truths about ourselves and our world that we might not otherwise recognize. He argues that The Simpsons, through its satire and social commentary, acts as a kind of cultural seismograph, detecting subtle shifts in societal attitudes and anxieties. The show picks up on these tremors, these undercurrents of change, and amplifies them through humor, Thompson explains. What we perceive as predictions might simply be the show's way of processing and reflecting the anxieties, aspirations, and emerging trends of the time. Thompson concludes that The Simpsons' predictive legacy, whether intentional or accidental, is a testament to the power of storytelling and its ability to reflect and perhaps even shape our understanding of the world around us. Within the fervent online communities dedicated to dissecting every frame of The Simpsons, the belief in the show's prophetic abilities runs deep. These die-hard fans, armed with encyclopedic knowledge, see the predictions as irrefutable evidence of something profound. For them, The Simpsons is more than just a cartoon, it's a modern-day oracle. Sarah, a longtime fan, points to the Trump prediction as a prime example. In 2000, the idea of Trump as president seemed ludicrous, but The Simpsons nailed it. For these fans, the predictions are a testament to the show's enduring brilliance and the cultural relevance. Not everyone buys into The Simpsons' alleged prophetic abilities. David, a Springfield cynic, approaches the prediction phenomenon with logic and humor. I love The Simpsons, but people give the writers too much credit for predicting the future. David points to the law of large numbers as a more plausible explanation. With over 700 episodes, some storylines are bound to align with real-life events. It's like flipping a coin 1,000 times. You'll get a few heads in a row. Confirmation bias also plays a role in perpetuating this belief. For every Trump prediction, there are dozens of misses. We just don't hear about those because they don't fit the narrative. The Simpsons is a brilliant show, but it's still just a show. For a generation that grew up with The Simpsons as a constant backdrop, the show's alleged predictive abilities have become a part of the cultural lexicon. Millennials and Gen Z viewers, weaned on a steady diet of Homer's antics and Bart's pranks, often encounter real-life events through the lens of The Simpsons, drawing parallels and connections that older generations might miss. It's weird, says Emily, a college student who grew up watching The Simpsons reruns. Sometimes when I see something on the news, my first thought is, wait, didn't The Simpsons do this already? It's like this weird sense of déjà vu, like life is imitating art. This generational phenomenon speaks to the pervasive influence of popular culture in shaping our worldview. For those who grew up with The Simpsons, the show's humor, its characters, and its seemingly uncanny ability to predict the future have become ingrained in their cultural DNA, influencing their perceptions of reality in subtle yet profound ways. Dr. Daniel Greenberg, a media studies professor specializing in the impact of television on youth culture, explains, for younger generations, The Simpsons isn't just a show, it's a shared cultural experience, a common language they use to make sense of the world. The predictions, whether real or perceived, add another layer to that experience, creating a sense of connection and shared amusement. The Simpsons' predictive powers spark debate. Is it a cultural mirror or a cracked crystal ball? The show's longevity and social commentary make some predictions statistically probable. Even skeptics can't ignore the volume and specificity of some predictions. Trump, smartwatches, Disney-Fox merger, these defy mere coincidence. The Simpsons remains a pop culture icon, making us question reality and coincidence. The Simpsons, in its own irreverent and hilarious way, has held a mirror to society for over 3 decades. Through the misadventures of a dysfunctional yet endearing yellow-hued family, the show has explored the complexities of the human condition, satirized our institutions, and poked fun at our collective anxieties. Yet, amidst the laughter and absurdity, a curious phenomenon has emerged: The Simpsons' uncanny ability to seemingly predict the future. From Donald Trump's presidency to the invention of smartwatches, the show has foreshadowed real-life events with a precision that continues to baffle and amaze. Skeptics dismiss these instances as mere coincidences, a product of probability and our innate tendency to find patterns where none exist. Believers, however, see something more profound at play, a testament to the show's ability to tap into the zeitgeist, to channel our collective anxieties and aspirations, and to glimpse the shape of things to come. Whether these predictions are the result of intentional foresight, subconscious intuition, or simply a series of lucky guesses, one thing is certain. The Simpsons has sparked a cultural conversation about the nature of reality, the boundaries of coincidence, and the possibility that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. The show's ability to make us laugh, think, and question our assumptions is a testament to its enduring brilliance and its enduring legacy as a cultural touchstone. The human mind is naturally drawn to the unexplained, to the tantalizing possibility that there might be more to our world than meets the eye. The Simpsons' predictions tap into this primal fascination, offering a glimpse into a realm where fiction and reality blur. It's this embrace of the unknown that lies at the heart of The Simpsons' enduring appeal. The show's creators have crafted a world where anything seems possible, a world where a dysfunctional family from Springfield can somehow predict the future with uncanny accuracy. This blend of humor, absurdity, and social commentary has resonated with audiences worldwide, creating a cultural phenomenon that transcends generations and defies easy categorization. As The Simpsons continues its reign, its predictive abilities remain a subject of fascination and debate. Fans scrutinize every joke and storyline for hints of things to come. The internet buzzes with each new Simpsons did it revelation. Sometimes the line between fiction and reality is more porous than we think. Embrace the mystery and enjoy the ride.